Start with the big story of the day and tell you about the inside story behind Ram Mandir Chanda Chori case and Ram Mandir Trust General Secretary Champat Rai's resignation. He was tasked with managing the temple donation. Sources are claiming that Champat Rai was reluctant to step down despite growing demands. When he refused to resign, sources are telling Times Now that the RSS and the central government intervened and sent a very clear message that it was his time to go. Following that, sources are claiming that Champat Rai and Anil Mishra submitted their resignation. The centre is now likely to restructure the Ram Mandir Trust, with sources indicating that VHP General Secretary Bajrang Lal could replace Champat Rai as the new General Secretary of the Ram Mandir Trust. VHP sources are also saying that after reports of fraud in donation handling, there was an expectation that both the leaders, we're talking about Anil Mishra and Champat Rai that you can see on the screen, they would vacate their posts. When that did not happen, sources say that they were directly told to step aside. The issue was also discussed at the VHP's Guiding Council meeting in Haridwar. Let me give you more clarity on this and go across to my colleagues Mohit and Adib, who are joining us live on the broadcast from Ayodhya. Coming to you, Mohit, first, for clarity of our viewers, could you tell us who Champat Rai is, what was his task, and why, despite the growing demands, was he so reluctant to step down?
Champat Rai is somebody who has been associated with the Ram Janambhoomi movement for a long time. He was associated with the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. He was very close to Ashok Singhal, who was the chief of the VHP, and he was the premier of the Ram Janambhoomi Andolan with Lal Krishna Advani. And then he was made the Trust General Secretary. He was somebody who was overseeing everything from construction to the administration of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. He was somebody who was the most important player from the Sangh Parivar into the trust when it comes to the happenings within the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. Now, there are serious allegations that were being leveled against Champat Rai and his close aides, and it was said that Champat Rai did not pay proper heed to what was happening on the ground. He did not check what all is happening, and according to the sources, his lackadaisical attitude led to this kind of situation, that it was an embarrassment for the trust that such kind of siphoning of money kept on happening. And then in the Kendriya Margdarshak Baitak of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad in Haridwar, it was being decided that Champat Rai and Anil Mishra should resign. Now, according to the sources, as our colleagues are also reporting, that he was unwilling to let go of his position, but then a message was being given to him by the VHP and by the people associated with the trust and from the Sangh Parivar, that he needs to step down, he needs to go, given the fact that how it will give out a message that at least an action is being taken, because the message was something which was hampering the situation on the ground. The image of the Sangh Parivar, of the VHP, was going down, given the fact that how the politics was happening, that under the watch of Champat Rai, this all siphoning of funds has happened. So now he has resigned. What we also know is that after the investigation gets over, after the SIT submits their second report, he will be also addressing a press conference. As of now, he's maintaining silence. But yes, there are various serious allegations that are coming forward regarding the donation also, and also regarding the ornaments and the jewelry that was being given by the devotees, the offer to the Ram Lalla. But yesterday it was the first statement that came in from the trust, which clearly stated that Champat Rai and Anil Mishra, they have resigned. The trust has received their resignation, but as of now that has not been accepted by the trust. That is one important aspect. In the meeting that is all likely to happen on 11th of July of the trust, the future of Champat Rai and Anil Mishra would be decided, and what exactly would be the combination of the trust, the outlay of the trust, that would also be decided in that particular meeting. So the next meeting is important. As of now, Champat Rai, Anil Mishra have resigned, but as of now, their resignations also, they have not been accepted.
All right, so it remains to be seen whether their resignation will be accepted in the coming days or not. A crucial meeting is lined up for July 11th. As per his bio on social media, Champat Rai has written that he's the international vice president of VHP, but he was quite reluctant to put down his papers. VHP RSS, they had to intervene, asking him to step down and saying that it was his time to leave the post as well. Stay on with me, Mohit. I'll come back to you once again. Let me also go across to Adib for more on this. Adib, we are learning that the central government is now likely to restructure the Ram Mandir Trust as well, with sources also indicating that VHP General Secretary Bajrang Lal Bagra could replace Champat Rai in the coming few days. Give us more details on this.
Well, certainly, Akansha, see, this has been the demand for the past few many days that the entire trust should be restructured. In fact, in the SIT, they have suggested that there should be a serious reform in the temple trust. And in the next meeting that will take place on 11th of July, this meeting takes place every 3 months. And in the next meeting, the meeting will take place on 11th of July. It is when the trust can decide that who will be the next General Secretary of the Ram Temple Trust, and apart from that, they will also decide that who is going to replace Anil Mishra, who was also the senior member of the trust. So we can expect some big changes in the trust in the next meeting, or in there are also speculations about.
All right, so all eyes will be on the crucial meeting that will take place on July 11th. Stay on with us, Adib. We have another breaking update coming in. Sources are telling Times Now that VHP General Secretary Bajrang Lal Bagra is emerging as the likely replacement for Champat Rai, who has put down his papers. As far as Ram Mandir Trust is concerned, VHP sources claim that after reports of irregularities in donations started coming to the fore, there was an expectation that Champat Rai and Anil Mishra would vacate their position. When that did not happen, a direct message was sent to both of them to step down. And sources are also telling Times Now that during the VHP Mandal meeting that was held in Haridwar last week, there was a broad consensus that to protect the prestige of the trust and prevent further damage, both the leaders should resign. Champat Rai was subsequently informed about the view of the saints and the senior office bearer as far as VHP is concerned. Let me once again go back to Adib on this. Adib, you were telling us about the plan that central government has. Tell us about who VHP General Secretary Bajrang Lal Bagra is, because we're learning that he could be the likely replacement for Champat Rai in the coming days, and this decision has been taken after that meeting that took place in Haridwar.
Well, certainly, Akansha, see, now the trust, when they will convene their meeting on the 11th of July, they will seek for a new General Secretary of the Ram Temple Trust, and in the most likely it is Bajrang Lal Bagra. He is the senior member of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. Now it is up to the trust and also the state government and as well as the central government. They will put in their words as to whom they are going to select for this crucial post, because whoever will be the General Secretary, he will be the head of the Ram Temple Trust. And given these circumstances about the allegations and the investigation in the Ram Temple Trust, now a person who can be trusted with this huge responsibility. So the trust will consider it as to whom this position has to be given. But what we are learning from sources is that Bajrang Lal Bagra, he is the senior member of the VHP, and he has been associated with this movement. So now it is being considered that he is the most likely to be selected for this crucial post. And there are also speculations about the CEO in the Ram Temple Trust. So this is what the government sources are saying, that there can also be a CEO in the Ram Temple Trust as on the lines of the Kashi Vishwanath Trust. There's a CEO who is heading this trust in the Kashi Vishwanath in Varanasi, and that can also happen in Ayodhya, so that there are more transparencies in the trust, so that the people feel safe when they are donating.
Absolutely, because this has to do with the donation of money and cannot be taken lightly. We're learning in the coming days there will be a new General Secretary for the handling of the donation there. Let me go across to Mohit on this. Mohit, the probe has also intensified. 8 people have been arrested so far. Tell us what your sources in police are telling you, because we're learning that they are currently in judicial custody, but police will be seeking their custody for questioning in the coming days.
Well, in fact, you see, tomorrow they all will be presented in the court. Now, the questions that people over here were also raising, that why exactly police did not press for the police custody, why they were sent to the judicial custody, because the people over here, various saints and seers, who are saying that the police did not want to reach out to the bottom. SIT is an eyewash, and that is why various political parties also stated that police should have pushed for the police custody. And given the fact how sensitive the situation is, you need to go down to the bottom of this particular controversy and the theft that has happened. Now, Akansha, we know that the theft has happened. This is something, this has shattered the faith of a crores of Hindus. That they are unhappy over it. I've spoken to many people on the ground, but they say that they have faith in Yogi Adityanath's government. They have faith in Modi's government that the action would be taken, and action is being taken. And that is why we see that somebody who is as powerful as Champat Rai, he has been asked to resign. Anil Mishra has been asked to resign. But then you need to go to the bottom of this, that how exactly this kept on happening for past so many days, for around 70 days, around 42 times.
Absolutely. And now we're learning that 8 people have been arrested so far. Two officials have tendered their resignation. But the big question is this enough? Stay on with me, Mohit, as well as Adib. I'll come back to you once again. We have another breaking update coming in. Sources are telling Times Now that RSS had been in favor of Champat Rai's resignation immediately after Chanda Chori allegations came to the fore. They said that Champat Rai continued to resist until Friday night. On Saturday, he was reportedly given a firm message of warning as well. And sources are claiming that he was told that if he did not resign, the trust would publicly announce that he has been removed from the post. According to sources, Champat Rai is expected to present his version before the media after the SIT report is released later this month. Adib, coming to you on this, we're learning that Champat Rai will be giving his side of the story as well. He was tasked with the construction of the Ram Mandir, and after that, handling of the finances as well, the donations, etc. Now, he will be revealing his side of the version. We're learning that he will be addressing media after the SIT report is released later this month. Give us more updates on this.
I will certainly, Akansha, see Champat Rai has been with the Ram Temple Trust and with the Ram Temple movement for a very long time. In fact, he was part of the entire Ram Temple movement, and that's the reason he was given such a huge responsibility of heading the trust and heading the day-to-day objects of the Ram Temple. But when all this happened right under his nose, and one of his close associate, Tinnu Yadav, he was involved in this embezzlement, the questions were being raised that how come Champat Rai wasn't aware about all these allegations. And in fact, the sources are to be believed that when this matter came to Champat Rai, he tried to brush it off. He said that the trust will look into the matter, and we will try to interrogate and investigate the matter on our own. But the matter came to light when the opposition leaders started raising questions. And now what we are learning that once the SIT submits its second report, and that will be the final report of the SIT, Champat Rai can come out with his own version that what really happened. Now it will be interesting to see in the second report of the SIT whether the SIT is going to name Champat Rai in the investigation or not, because it all happened right under the nose of Champat Rai. Tinnu Yadav, who was in fact directly involved in collecting and counting of the cash and in the embezzlement of the cash and the donation, was a close associate of Champat Rai. So the questions are being raised by the police and the sources in the SIT. They say that Champat Rai is obviously under the scanner. It will be very interesting to see whether they are going to officially name Champat Rai in their report or not.
Absolutely, and also remains to be seen whether he will also be questioned by the police or SIT in the coming days or not. Thanks so much, Mohit, as well as Adib, for getting us all those details. With that, we have another breaking update coming in as far as Ram Mandir Chanda Chori row is concerned, and we are learning that the matter is all set to come up before the Supreme Court tomorrow. The court will hear a plea seeking urgent listing of the matter. The petition also seeks a Supreme Court-monitored CBI investigation into Chanda Chori. An SIT probe has been demanded that is already underway, and the matter is all set to be heard by the Supreme Court tomorrow. As far as this petition is concerned, it seeks preservation of the CCTV footage, digital payment records, and other evidence related to donations and offerings at the Ram Temple. It also calls for a forensic audit of the donations received by the trust and greater transparency in the temple fund management as well. Let me go across to my colleague Harish on this. Harish, we're learning that the Ram Temple Chanda Chori case is all set to be to come up before the Supreme Court tomorrow. Take us through what the petitioner has stated in the plea that he has filed before the top court.
Yes, good morning, Akansha. As we know, two lawyers Ajay Kumar Rai and Dinesh Yadav had moved Supreme Court seeking a probe by a CBI-led multidisciplinary, a time-bound probe by a CBI-led multidisciplinary SIT, which they say should be constituted by the Supreme Court. They say that even if, whether these reports of theft, embezzlement, and misappropriation of a donation is correct or not, such reports have caused deep concern and pain to the hundreds of people who have struggled to restore the glory of Ayodhya, and therefore the truth should come out at the earliest. And they have sought an urgent hearing. Tomorrow, the matter has been listed. I found mention in the mentioning list, and tomorrow this matter will be heard by a bench of justices M.M. Sudaresh and Sheel Nagu. They will hear the plea seeking urgent hearing of the matter. So tomorrow we will know whether this matter receives an urgent hearing or not. They have said that this issue should be heard at the earliest, and they have sought a probe by a CBI-led multidisciplinary SIT, which has to be constituted by the Supreme Court. And this hearing, Akanksha, will come at a time when the judicial custody of all these 8 accused who have been arrested, and they will be once again be produced before the magistrate court tomorrow. And this very crucial hearing in the Supreme Court will happen at a time when this once again the production we will see the production in the magistrate court. And as we know, 8 people were arrested, and once again tomorrow they will be produced.
All right.
So tomorrow, Akanksha, we will know whether this petition seeking a CBI-led multidisciplinary SIT constituted by the SIT, constituted by the Supreme Court, will be allowed or not. So tomorrow we will know whether this petition will get a urgent early listing or not. Back to you.
Absolutely. A lot expected to happen tomorrow. 8 accused will be produced before the court, and this matter will also be heard in the Supreme Court. Thanks so much, Harish, for getting us all those details. And meanwhile, we are learning that Ram Mandir Trust has officially confirmed that it has received the resignation of General Secretary Champat Rai and Trustee Anil Mishra. Their resignation letters will be placed before the Trust next meeting, which will be on July 11th, when a final decision on whether to accept them or not will be taken by the Trust. The July 11th meeting is also expected to discuss the appointment of the new General Secretary and consider a successor for Dr. Anil Mishra as well. So that is the latest we are learning as far as the controversy is concerned. Listen into the reactions coming in.
Look at the amount of bhavana, the amount of emotion, the amount of morality into this whole project. We have set aside and set a past ugly chapter of our nation's life behind us. We are looking at this new structure, this new monument with great reverence and a new beginning. And in the middle of this, before it is even fully finished or become 100% commissioned, you have this kind of a disgusting thing. This shows the nasty underbelly of Indian.
How do you know that the Ram Temple donation misappropriation also money has not gone to him? Where is the Prime Minister's voice now? Where is Mr. Yogi Adityanath's voice now? See, your people were involved. You failed to protect the beliefs of people. And I've been telling this for over 2 weeks now. These are the people who have the name of religion. Nothing can be expected out of them.
And regarding misappropriation of the fund is concerned, and individually some people have made the mistakes, and individual mistakes should not be taken in general, and we cannot treat it as a system. So it should not be criticized against the Ram Mandir. What is the feelings of the devotees is there, it should not be hurt.